Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Rose Room. All right, y'all. So I know why y'all here. Y'all saw the thumbnail about the movie Praise This. So y'all want to know what it's about. All right, y'all. So let me just start off saying this movie was a good movie. It really was I didn't feel like they were mocking God or anything. It was really, to me, from my understanding, because the whole time I watched the movie, I'm like praying, like, Lord, what message are they trying to get out of this movie? What message are they trying to get out to this movie? And it was like, I heard, this is a coming to Jesus story. It's a coming to Jesus story. It's about the path that certain Christians go through in order to get and find Jesus. Okay? So yes, there was a little bit of cussing in there. There's Christians that cuss. That's point blank period. There's Christians that cuss, right? But that wasn't the focal point of the movie. I think whoever produced this movie, wrote this movie, they were really trying to get people to understand, like, Christians are not perfect. Christians have past lives that they've had, or that things that they go through even while becoming Christian. Even if they profess as a Christian, there's a whole walk that you have to go through in order to be sanctified. It was like a sanctification process. So let me give you a little background of the movie, though. So Chloe Bailey, she's coming from LA to Atlanta because she was having some problems in LA, and her dad told her that she had to come with her on an uncle and cousin. Her cousin is in the praise team at their church, called the Oil Factory, and they were in a singing competition, a praise singing, like a gospel singing competition, right? So so basically, it's like Chloe is kind of like realizing, like, okay, they want me to be in. So her uncle, they had lied. Her and her cousin had lied about going to praise team practice, and they went to a secular music person's party, right? So they got in trouble for that, and he told Chloe that she had to join the praise team. So the leader of the praise team is like, they're trying to like prepare for the next competition, and all their music is like super boring, which I relate to that. I feel like a lot of the older music is boring to me. I like the newer music that's out for gospel than I do some of the older. I still like some of the older music, but the newer music I kind of relate to a little bit more. But so basically, out of that whole movie, it's about Chloe walk to finding Jesus, and it all started because she was pushed into becoming a part of the praise team. And it's kind of like a come as you are. Like, you know how some churches say they come as you are? That's what she did. She came as she was. She didn't dress like a Christian, a typical Christian. She didn't talk like a typical Christian. She listened to secular music. And she realized that she had this gift of being able to turn secular music into Christian music without even having like a full relationship with God. And that just shows you like the anointing that is on people's lives sometimes. They may not be living the life of Christ, but if you have the anointing, it's going to show no matter what you're doing. You could be singing secular music. If you have an anointing on your life, it's going to show. It's going to show. So, yeah. But so basically, that whole movie was like a coming to Jesus thing for Chloe. I'm not sure if that's her actual story or not, but it was a good movie. I feel like whoever produced it they were trying to get the right message across. Now the trailer is a little bit off-putting because it makes it seem like, oh, they're mocking God, they're playing around with Jesus. No. They're showing the reality of what it is like being a younger person in this day and age, trying to be a Christian, trying to walk the straight path in life, trying to please God with everything they do. They're trying their best. We're not perfect. That was what that was all about. Like when they had Drewski up there doing his little secular version of gospel music, it was supposed to be funny, but it's relatable because sometimes on this walk we get a little, we do some crazy stuff, and sometimes our heart is in the right place. They were trying to get the crowd excited with that scene. They were trying to get the crowd excited because they realized that what they were singing was boring. And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna just do this," but his flesh took over, and that's what happens sometimes. My flesh takes over, and so throughout the movie, they're just going back to God. And by the end of the movie, so in the first two competitions, they were making secular music into Christian music, right? Which I don't totally agree with, but I feel like it was all about like, where's your heart in it? And of course, it was like, yeah, some of people's hearts were in it, but some of people's hearts weren't in it to actually give God glory. They were just trying to be a winner of the competition. But at the end, the oil factory, they were trying to actually give God glory. So they stopped going the secular route. They remixed some already made gospel songs, but they made them more like fun and high energy songs. But they still were trying to, at the end of the day, they were trying to give God glory. Whoever made this movie, they were trying to get to our generation, trying to let them realize, hey, like, come as you are, go to church, be yourself. But there is a whole sanctification process that you have to go to in order to be sanctified, okay? You're not gonna come out doing everything right. And that's what some people miss. And that's also what I kind of don't like about older people that are seeing the trailer and they're like, oh my gosh, they're just mocking God, blocking God. No, they're not mocking God. They're showing the process of becoming a sanctified person, coming into a relationship with God, coming into a Christian lifestyle. Not everything just falls off of you when you decide to use your gift or use your gift for God. Not everything is going to come off of you immediately that is worldly, that is fleshly. It's a whole process. And if y'all watch the movie, I'm pretty sure y'all will understand exactly what I'm talking about. But for the people that don't want to watch the movie just based off the trailer, sometimes you have to see things in order to understand. You didn't just go off a trailer. The trailer was made to get you guys' attention. It was made to make you be like, oh my gosh, what is this movie about? They got all this stuff going on. Yeah, it was made to do that. That's how they pull you in. But once you watch the movie, you'll get the whole message. The message is not in the trailer. It's in the actual movie. The trailer is just to get you guys' attention. That's what trailers are for, to get people's attention to watch the movie. But I've always been a person, like, no matter what movie, except for horror movies. Horror movies, I can't get with it. But most movies have a message that they're trying to portray. Some are good, some are bad. And you'll be able to discern that as you're watching it. But this movie, I feel like they were honestly trying. They were trying to do it as a coming to Christ kind of movie, in the unperfect way of people come to Christ, in the unperfect life that people have when they come to Christ. It's not a bad movie. I promise y'all, it's not a bad movie. It is funny. You can't make a movie that's all serious for people that are like us. Like, we're not gonna watch a serious movie that don't have no like comedic relief. I mean, I think even Jesus laughs sometimes at us. So it's okay to laugh. Like, But, yeah, that's my opinion on it. That's my review. Y'all watch it for yourselves. Come back, tell me what you think about it. But I say watch it. Pray to God that you get the meaning and the understanding that they were trying to get through. Don't just go off my word. Use your own discernment. Use your own wisdom and understanding to as you watch the movie. But it's not a bad movie. It's really not. It's really not. It's not what they set out to make it look like through the trailer. But yeah, have a good day, y'all. I love y'all. Peace. We are leaving the Rose Room.